Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. Trying to rock this out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to kind of save all the footage from this, put it together in one video so you can see how I make my door, how I do my nesting boxes, how I do my perches, kind of whatever goes on from here. Over time I may give it a front porch and some other stuff too, but for now it is what it is. We're just going to work on it. Step one is I've got to span this whole gap here. What I'm thinking of doing is having the door on this side and have it hinge and open. Obviously I don't have a center beam there, so what I did is I cut another cedar down the middle, and by doing so what I can do is have a flat edge to go on the inside of here, so that flat edge I'll go flat into there and then drop into the ground. I'll be able to run a wall across here and have this be the door. To prepare that, just like the other ones, I burned it up. Shushugiban. So the burned part's going to get buried. I'll measure it at that point, find out how much has to come off the tip, and go from there. So we're going to get the post hole digger, dig my hole, and then drop it in. Got my hole dug, got my post cut. We're going to see how this works. Hey, yeah. I already put the roof on. So I'm gonna make it just a little shorter so I got room to fit it in. Let's see what's next. Got that going. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is grab the chainsaw and run that down straight. You can see where it sticks out a bit. I'm gonna cut that all flush so I can butt a board up against it this way too. And then probably put my face board on and my corner board, kind of like I did on the other corners. And I'll show you just for frame of reference, just some of the framing in, see? It's got the upright on each of the corners. Same thing over here. Backboard, sideboard. Makes it look nice. We'll do the one on that side as well. And maybe put the door frame up. Put the guy up over here. And then build the door in place. I like building a door in place with wood that's already been kind of cured. That's not fresh, that's not green. Where it's pretty much done shrinking. I'll just actually build the door in place, and that way I know I got a perfect fit. Cool to be doing another door build before I work on the one for the root cellar and stairwell, or the root cellar stairwell, because obviously that one's going to be a lot more important than this one. So let's see what we can do here. So what I did there is I just grabbed my level and a can of spray paint. I put the level and just spray painted a line that then I cut off. So whatever was sticking out from the spray paint, see the black there, was all cut off. You can see those pieces there are black on the end. So now I can run a board up here and have it flush. And again, I'm kind of going to wrap this and frame it in, so the little imperfections and rough edges will be covered, kind of like they were on the corners back there. Looking good, moving forward. This stuff takes a little more dinking around than, you know, just running a bunch of boards, screwing them all in and cutting off the ends, but we're moving forward. And then also at the top, you can still see I got a gap right there, which I'm going to put a board over the top of that too. I don't want to forget that. So I did get the corner on here. That's wrapped up. And then I did put the inside board on here so you can see what that looks like. And then from the inside, yeah, you can see how it just runs flush with that post. If I go here, maybe we got enough light, yeah. You can see that half a tree going across there. But that's where I'm gonna stop for today. So I'm gonna pack up my tools and then see when I can finish this. I'll have to see what my schedule is. All I got really is a door and some roosts and lane boxes, and we're moving forward. So we'll see what happens here.
Not a bad start to the workday. Wow. Let's see if we can't start off by making our door. Maybe work on the lean-to. Put the roosting bars up in there and the nesting boxes. So we're gonna figure this out. For me, when I'm building a door, like this door for the quail barn here, I built it in place. Now that's obviously board and batten. It's a little different, but I put it in that hole and I just built it in place. That way I would have one the right size. That's the same thing I'm doing over here on this poultry coop. But then also, when I was working on this quail barn build, I really like this method where I've got this piece that comes all the way through. It's pinned in on the back side, and this one just goes flush over the top, and then I just gotta latch it. So I'm looking at a way to do that, but I gotta go through more stuff because there's a big cedar there, but I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. Oh, extra one if I need it. So I'm gonna check my metal, see what I can build that'll reach all the way through that cedar post and do that and then come back. I think that's just the best way to go rather than some of the other locking mechanisms. If I could just have one carabinger hop through a loop and it does it, that's better for me. I gotta sort this out here. Stuck this piece of metal here. This is actually one of the things that lock together my ICFs, my box blocks, my insulated concrete forms. And if I bend this one around like that, and I cut it off here, it'll reach all the way through, plus I'll be able to bend it. So I'm just gonna snip this off here and finish bending it how I want, drill the hole through, and I'll get this in place and I'll give you guys a look at what that should look like to have it work the way that I want to. Plus, I'm gonna stick a carabinger in here to make sure I've got this the right size ahead of time so that everything's good to go. A blue jay. Yep, that was a blue jay. What's that kind of bird?
A chicken.
A chicken? What do they do?
They eat our garden.
They eat our garden and stuff? He's not wrong, you know. Alright, I'll show you what I got going on here. Couple things. I did bring out the grinder wheel. So when you're using 2-inch screws on 1-inch oak, obviously you got stuff sticking through, which is why I drilled 3 all the way through. And the other ones I spun around backwards, so when I put the board on the front, I sunk them in there, and that's right through the hinge. And I know it's through the hinge because I drilled it through from the other side. Same thing here. These 2 are waiting. Then when I put the board on this side, I'll just screw them up tight, and they'll go right through that screw hole, right through the hinge hole, into the board, and hold them secure. And these I'll just zip off with the angle grinder, make sure they're flush. Now over here, you can see how that's bent, so it goes back in down there too. If you look, and I have a board there. So if I have a board there, meaning that I shut my door tight, because that's what it's going to do, it sticks out far enough to still fit the carabinger in there. And here I bent this side down, that piece of metal to hold it secure. It's not going to go anywhere. The monster trucks will give me a couple fence staples to put in there. But that way, when I shut the door, it'll be over the top of it, and I'll cut a notch through the one that's going to be there. It'll go flush. We'll just slip that through and call her good for the night. They'll be safe. So let's run out the rest of this door quick and see how it works. And then I got a little bit of trim work here on this corner. I'll stuff across the top, and then I'll move probably to the inside and figure out that. Let her shut. What do you think? That go work? So at the end of the night here, I didn't do the nesting boxes yet, so I got my tool stash. But I did do these roosts. And look who likes them. Yeah, so far they're enjoying them. So we'll see where I pick up next time, or how much more I get done. I had a couple things come up that called me off this project today and ate up quite a bit of my time. But I am happy with these. This lever to lock the door works really good. Turn it down, it just closes. Turn it up, it secures itself. This clip thing works really good, and man, that door just sits down in that crack. Works really well. I think this is gonna work a lot better for them. You can see they started making manure down there already. I'll get the nesting boxes set up over there and on this edge. That way they're not under the poop areas, and much better for them. And look at those turkins right there in the middle. Naked necks. Well, I think that'll be it for this video, guys. Bugger, you still out there? Yeah, he went in the house. Alright. See you next time. Papa out.
Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Thumbs up.